大家好，我是小周，欢迎叫我来写水球。今天我们要录的是《心灵杀手2》，然后我们继续吧。然后前情提要我就跳过了纽约市的3年前，好恐怖。现在应该算蛮平稳的，我要冷静一点。那个时候他还没写不出来吧
？Honey, I'm home.
I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
Okay.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
书店，这是他的房间检查。这应该他的书，他书本周就没再出了。原稿，我刚好看到拿起原稿，是不是？骤停一。我尸体的记忆好恐怖哦，真恐怖。在我复仇13年之后，报应终于找上了。我靠！好恐怖！好变哦！太可怕了，太可怕了！开启咖啡机，开启咖啡机，开启咖啡机，开启咖啡机。这是厨房，应该在这边。果然在这里啊！聪明的我。Coffee on。这里有什么呢？这我家把门锁起来，是白痴吗？这我家也不让我开门，真是有够没品的。我肚子饿了。
Oh, hey! I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
哇！我在干什么？好吧，封面原稿，封面草稿，还有吗？我刚不是看过。
These look really good.
这个。
Sure, until Barry gets his hands on them, which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
靠。
Alan, please check the fuse box.
他真的黑暗恐惧症。
I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
真的是黑暗恐惧症。
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
我知道。
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just, especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know?
他真的有黑暗恐惧症。
I love you.
I love you
Tell
too.
me a story.
他没讲，可恶。
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flick the
小夜
switch
灯
and magic light would
简称
scare
小
the
夜灯
monsters away.
Oh, sure.
说的比唱的好听。
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
送他一个吻。哇！怎么没有了？该死！娘铺着现在。
How do you feel, Mr. Wick? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wick, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but
Yeah, so
you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she.
莎拉就锐不可紧张啊！我看有没有什么可以拿的。这个这种游戏应该没有什么可以偷的吧？这不是当小偷的游戏，这是恐怖游戏。嗨，你是莎拉吗？小胖子。嘿。
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
你咖啡杯。然后原稿，来看看，还一直看到鬼。
looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye.
再看
A
一次的。
figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman.
好恐怖哦！拜托不要闹了。
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here.
我们把这个听完。
Right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today.
那打我是他开始打起。
Mulligan here. Looks like someone really trashed the garage.
对啊。
Over. Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
好，没有了。
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
哦，果然那小胖子不是。
Alice was missing. I needed help to find her. I wasn't ready to leave.
Town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on other things these days.
哎。阅读什么？他我阅读什么？ 请人启事，擅长赢得各种竞赛。使用口然后以外地，营地又是营地，我觉得这很可疑，很可疑。
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
谢谢。
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
对。
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
I couldn't go anywhere yet. I had to play along with the caller. Alice's life was at stake.
Quit drinking for good.
哪边后门在哪？从哪边过去？
I need some fresh air. Can I go out? In the back, maybe?
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells. Deputy Grant can show you the way.
格兰特副警长。
You can get to the back lot through that door and down the corridor, Mr. Wake.
穿过走道。
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
我还是把它开好，这很危险。
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See? Sure, I beat.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities in some.
太恐怖了。
I wasn't drunk.
好歹。
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my
左
head
边的
ache.
篱笆。
The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
好问题，我要怎么穿过？打开它。
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated.
好像不是什么重要的，那个广播不是什么重要的。 我怎么过去啊？跳不到。
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
还有按钮。那什么歌啊？不要放那么恶心的歌啊！我要怎么过去？啊，是那个吗？是那个吗？那里有一个好像按钮的东西。 是你吗？靠！我觉得我要走在这个上面，然后慢慢走过去，这样。过机车的。 哎，可以踢，早讲，看我这边绕这么久。
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
What?
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week. You and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
他来了。
Listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
啊，怎么样子？他怎么了？
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block.
睡着了。
If I stop, the world I'm making down.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not a...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry
Barry.
Wheeler, his agent.
好可爱
If
啊！
you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
可能就因为他把他老婆邀来，所以他现在对他不爽。
We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
那巴瑞变我伙伴吗？
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money.
靠！
And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
正好在想你。
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you.
哇，打问题。
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared?
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Yeah.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth.
是那个吗？
Last time you slept. Are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm. Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing... Listen, you hit your head.
够了，巴瑞，你是想赚钱，你还想干什么？你个废物！敲门。我填好表格了，应该再去找他。巴瑞。
Trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out. It's working. Haha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Okay.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe
好
that
像
you
就
shot
讲一样的废话。
into thin air.
哦，又是动画。
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay, okay then. I understand. But you're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
他们就这样赚钱。
Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
他跟我一样打问题了。
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are
七六四勇
dangerous.
士。
Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores,
15%的佣金。
God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission. Real funny, Al. Real funny. Ha ha! Thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back, or until I get eaten by a grue.
帮他开灯好了。关着灯真的不好笑，很危险。精神运同在，我要锁门了。又是原稿。
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode.
是，所以拔了他下来了。哎，看有什么东西？我刚有看到，可以按、可以显示的东西。
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
好吧，走快一点。
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
今天怎样？好暗哦。开着灯。
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
哦，散弹没了。
Plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
这房间有什么？这走，哎，
No plan.
哎呦，有子弹。
Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race.
好吧，没有意义，我不要听那个广播。听到广播没有意义。哎呦，怎么了？地震吗？等一下，怎么感觉变了？怎么好像换个地方的感觉，换个世界？哎呦，门怎么变？窗户怎么坏掉了？ 靠！看那个不是房间不是正常的，灯坏掉了，没有子弹了，靠，好恐怖哦！毛骨悚然，还有血，走啊走，走快点！好吧，那这集实况可能就先到这边结束了。 等一下，我看那台车里有什么。好，看完这原稿，我们就结束这集实况。
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped, "Mr. Wake."
太恐怖了！那我们这里实况就先到这边结束。如果你喜欢我的片，你可以点一下或者是订阅。那我们下次再见喽，拜拜。